Ugly Truth. So starting this week, we're going to be having not one, but two new guests for our Ugly Truth, and it is Puer Kim and Cho Hyung in the studio. Hi!
Hi, hello.
So, Puer,
Hey.
to keep you updated, the last time you helped us with Ugly Truth, our listeners missed you.
Oh, really? Thank you.
They really missed you.
I really missed them too.
And Cho Hyung, we got a chance to get to know you with our spring live special.
Yes, a few weeks ago.
A few weeks
I
ago.
think so, yes.
And our female listeners really enjoyed you on the live as well.
Good to hear that.
So now we have you two in the studio every single week.
Yay! The funny thing is we have like same reaction at the same time.
So Hyungwoo, you're gonna have to get to know that her and I somehow were separated at birth because somehow we react the same.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get used to that.
Okay.
soon.
Yeah, I'll get used to that.
So our whole concept is giving advice. Now, Puer has had experience giving advice on our show, but Hyungwoo, I want to ask, are you the type of person that gives a lot of advice, or do your friends come to you for advice on a regular basis?
I think so, yes.
Okay.
If I have to choose, other than like, I'm not really a person who asks for advice, but, listen.
Okay,
At
you're a
least
listener.
I like to listen, yes.
Okay, so I think you're perfect for our
so.
show. So normally it was only me that was giving the female, or when it was just the two of us, it was both of us giving a one-sided side to the advice. But it looks like we're going to get a male version and a female version of
That's
it
good.
without my opinion. Yay!
Yay.
So let's go into our first story. And Puer, we're going to start off with you reading our first story from Erica from the USA.
Okay. Hello, my problem is a family problem. My family isn't the type to have intimate conversations with one another. We have fun together and everything's alright for the most part, but no one ever talks about their feelings. I wish I had that type of relationship with my sister, especially where we can talk to each other openly about our problems, but we just don't. My family doesn't fight often, and at times I feel like we're really close, but oftentimes I feel we're just pretty distant from each other because of our lack of communication. I get the sense we all know we care about each other even without words, but sometimes I'd like to tell them I love them, but it's kind of embarrassing. Is this normal to have this kind of dynamic in the family? Should I not worry about it, or should I do something about it? If so, what would be your advice?
So, for Hyungwoo, just to give you a little bit of a feel of how this works, for our first stories,
Yes.
we have Team A and Team B. So, it's we have our listeners help us out by choosing one or the other.
I get it.
So, our Team A and Team B for this week is, don't really worry about it. There's those kind of families, there's that kind of families. Or B, maybe she should be the first person to open up the conversation and kind of get that talking going and do something about it. So, Team A or Team B, Puer, since you were the one that read it, what do you think?
I think there's no problem.
Okay, so you're
I think
more
that's good enough. That's what I think.
Team A.
And Team
But
A.
you're really close with your mom.
Yeah, that's true. I'm really close with my sister too.
Yeah. They
So-
have like dinner quite often. the family.
Well, she was in our studio. I kind of envied her relationship with her mom and her sister because I don't have that relationship either.
What I'm trying to say is that, my family and we have very close relationship, and if you don't, there's no problem. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, so
So-
even though you have a close relationship,
With my family.
it's not that big of a deal.
I mean, it's not a big old deal that other people don't have that kind of relationship.
Okay.
Because they don't have problem, as I can tell. Yeah. So,
Well, Erica wants to get a little bit closer, but okay, Puer thinks it's nothing to worry about. But Hyungwoo, what about you?
I think I feel the same. It's not a problem.
Okay.
It could be improved. However, you might try to like talk to your family first, but because I don't talk to my family quite often.
So you're pretty similar.
Yeah, but I feel that I always feel that I am kind of open to them, so I can talk to them when I have problem.
Okay.
And I think it's really important for you to be talking to your parents quite often, especially when you get older than mid-20 or something, because they wait for it, I think. That's what I think.
Okay. So you feel that time will take its course with opening up and
I think it's worth trying.
Okay, so B. You think it's worth trying to have Erica
I'll go
put her
for
foot
B,
down.
maybe.
Okay. So team A and team B. Oh, it's different.
Wow.
Good from the start. So Puer thinks that it's not something to worry about. Whereas Hyung feels that, Erica should maybe make the first step and start communicating with her family just a little bit more. What about you, Hyung? Are you really, really close? Like, because you're a guy. Are you really talkative with your dad or your mom? Or do you open up your feelings? Like, let's say you have a girlfriend. Are you the type of person that's like, oh, I'm dating someone?
In my family, it's like two sons family.
Oh.
So I've got older brother.
Okay, so you're the youngest of two.
I am the youngest. And when we get a girlfriend, we don't actually, tell.
Okay.
From the beginning,
okay.
if it's like 3 months, after 3 months, and maybe yes, I'm seeing someone, it's something like that.
Oh, okay.
Not like really specific, but
Okay.
something like I'm seeing someone and she's like this. Not like I did this and I feel like
Okay.
not to them, because we are son, as a guy.
Okay.
So
Really? Because most of the time I've seen guys around me, it's a lot easier for guys to open to their parents that they're dating than
I
girls.
know. That's what I'm thinking too.
Right? Because
Yeah.
for girls, I know that, Puer, you're a different case.
No, same thing, because I used to tell everything about my mom. I mean, about my relationship and everything to my mom, to my family, but not anymore because they start to get worried about me.
when you tell everything.
Yeah.
Okay. So you feel it's better to keep secrets
Yeah, now.
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 Not used to, but from now on.
Interesting.
What I
Interesting.
think is it's not like I'm still open to that. Like I'm ready to tell what I feel and what I am having difficulties with. But it's just like I don't feel the need to tell them because,
To necessarily make the first step to open that kind
and my
of
parents don't
conversation.
want to. They want to keep my privacy too. So it's not like it's something like that.
I want your parents.
I mean, my mom is like, she will want everything. She wants to know everything, so I know that. So from now on, if I have a boyfriend, I will try not to talk to her at first. And when I'm ready, when I'm like, I can really tell her, I don't know when there will be, but I will wait.
Okay.
Because I think I have been making her worry about me a lot.
For telling her too much.
Because, for telling her too much. Telling her everything,
So if you got in a little fight, you tell her. If you make up, you tell her.
Well, yeah.
If he didn't call you, you tell her.
Yeah. we did this, we did that. So, I shouldn't do that because I don't want to make my mom worry about me anymore. So.
Okay. All right. Well, obviously, Erica is a little bit more emotional than it seems that the rest of her family is.
Yes.
So Puer's thinking that, it's not too much to worry about, whereas Hyung was saying that, you could do something a little bit to, initiate the first conversation.
Yeah, I agree. Use the living room. It's really good.
Oh, yeah.
Watching the TV and you
True.
start talking. Yeah.
Watching a drama.
Yeah,
Start
and
talking about the same thing.
and just say something like I did something like this and something like this happened today and I felt something like that, and they really if you started, they would be happy to talk about it. I think.
Okay, so use TV or something to kind of break the ice.
Yeah.
Okay. So for our listeners, I want you to start sending in Team A or Team B for Erica. I feel that this is actually something that any household goes through, whether it be an Asian household or a Caucasian household or any ethnicity that you have. I feel that this is something that everybody goes through. For me, I'm going to go with Puer. The reason is I actually have a family that's too emotional.
Okay, I get you. Same thing. Yeah.
So my mom's side of the family, there's 7 girls and 1 brother.
Oh my god.
And we all live near each other in LA.
Uh-huh.
And so every weekend, our family gets together, and after a few beers, well, you did this.
That is kind of lovely.
Lovely? No, it's not lovely because
That's
he never
good.
experienced that. That's why he thinks that it's lovely, but it's not.
Is it?
Having too many aunts and not enough men in the house, the estrogen level goes way through the roof. So I feel that I wish that my family was very
Come.
professional and just not talk about too much. 'Cause it's to the point where our cousins, we had this code. It'd be like, let's go for ice cream. That means everybody is getting a little too tipsy and they're going to start saying stuff that they're going to regret and that's going to bleed into us. So it starts bleeding into, well, your son did this, your daughter did this, and we're just like, okay, let's go for ice cream.
It's like the breaking the circle.
Well, we need to get out of there because they're going to start talking about us and we know that they don't mean it, but the younger cousins don't understand that yet. And so it was kind of like the older cousins, okay, let's get everybody out.
They can get hurt.
Yeah, they can get emotionally scarred for something that they're probably, the adults are not going to remember tomorrow morning. So, Erica, for me, it's not that big of a deal. I'm coming from an extreme conversation. And, you know, that extreme conversation and emotion sometimes is not needed. Okay, so to organize everything, we've got Puer who's going for Team A, so am I. But Hyungwoo's being a little bit more romantic here and choosing
Team B.
B. For you to kind of make the first move and to do something about
Worth
it.
trying, I think.
Worth trying.
Yes.
And he's even giving you some advice on how to break the ice
Yes.
with your family. So our listeners, please continue to send in Team A or Team B. We're going to look at some advice later and see that as well. We've got some more stories to look at and some more from these two. So if you have any personal questions for these two as well,
That's good.
you can send those in.
Send them.
You can send them in. Our listeners are super excited for both of you being in the studio. There's especially one of our listeners saying that Puer, yay, is here. And there's also comments on Hyungwoo's voice. Ooh.
Thank you.
Of how you have a very sexy voice.
Sexy voice.
Thank you. I'm not really confident about my voice actually. But
Really?
Yeah.
You have really
No.
romantic, beautiful, warm
Voice. He does.
Yes, you do.
Okay, we're going to take a quick song break and then we're going to come back. I think that Erica really wants to get to know her family a little bit better. Steve is singing I Want to Get to Know You, 친해지고 싶어서. We're going to listen to this track and see you guys after this with more of Ugly Truth. All right, with that, we are back and we are going to move on to our second story. We do have our brand new guests in the studio, Puer Kim and Cho Hyung. Now, Hyungwoo, you're going to do the honors of reading Richie from the USA story.
Yes, there's a message from Richie. Hello everyone. My senior year in high school is coming to an end. And you know what that means? Picking a major for college. I'm really having trouble of what to choose as I'm strongly against what my parents want me to do, which is nursing. However, I know I want to minor in cultural studies and language so I can go to Korea and teach English. My cousin recently achieved this dream and I want to do the same thing too. I really want to get a job in Korea as a way to start my life new and fresh. Please help.
I think this is something that anybody goes through, whether you're in an Asian family or not. Parents want you to do something and then you want to do something else. Hyungwoo, how long were you in
England? 4 years.
And for what grade?
I was in the, I finished my AS level, so it's like year 12.
So high school.
Yeah, high school.
Now, Puer, you went to college in the U.S. So we have talked a little bit about this for Puer as well, but still, kind of recapping for some of the listeners. What do you think? Should Richie follow their dream or?
I'm the kind of person, you know, if you have a dream and if you can pursue it, and I think you should go for it. Even though you have many hardships, like your family, your parents' choice, and something else like economically, financially, I don't know. But if you really do have your dream, I think you should try to follow it. That's what I believe. Yeah.
Okay, so follow the dream. Hyung, what about you?
If I have to, I really have to choose one of these options, right? Then I'll go for like maybe think about it again.
Well, I mean, for you to choose music,
Yes.
obviously that's something that most parents, even Korean parents, don't like. So what was it for you? What was it like for you?
It was I'm a person who always likes to stick with the safe option.
Okay.
And
Oh yeah, because you were going to a really nice school in Korea.
yes,
Yeah.
so I was thinking about getting a good job as well, but I talked with my parents. I always talk about my music a lot. I was inspired so much from my father. So they actually recommended me to go on for the audition, something like that.
Ah, it's different. Yeah,
Very
so,
different.
Yeah.
So it's like, for me, I don't do things what my parents don't
Like,
agree,
approve
don't
of.
approve or
Yeah.
whatever, because they are really important people in my life. So like I have to, I have to be feeling the same way
Okay.
what they feel. So I think it's really important for you to persuade your parents, Richie. That's what I think.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So to persuade them.
Yeah, I think it's really important for you to be talking. Like, if you really want to go, you should try to talk.
Talk to them.
Yeah, how much you want it.
Okay. What about maybe going to a school and pursuing nursing for about a year or two to please their parents and then coming to Korea?
Then, yeah, I might agree.
Okay.
I think it's really good. It's good.
There's like
country.
no.
I mean, I think he's a good boy. I want to have a son like him. Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
I'm a good
nice.
guy.
Yeah, he's good.
He wants to please his parents.
I wish I could have a son like me.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wish
me
I could
too.
have a son.
And the funny thing is that he speaks this like British accent, kind of thing. I don't know. Like for somehow I kind of like catch him nursing.
She was like keep making fun of me like outside the studio, and I find like Puer's accent really interesting. Can you pronounce each other?
Each other.
Other.
I don't know.
Each other.
Other.
What?
No, I can't copy his accent. I can't copy his accent.
This is cute. Yeah.
Is it?
Both of them have two unique accents, and both of them are complimenting their accents. Richie, for me, I was very rebellious. If you think of it, I'm a little bit over a pure side over here.
I'm always like,
Because I told my mom at 14, Mom, I'm not going to high school in the U.S. I'm going to Korea, and I'm going to pursue a music career. Why? I have no clue. I don't even know how I got the guts to come here. But for me, it is college. We've talked about this topic before with our former guest, how, if you want to, nursing as a major is not going to be a bad thing for your credentials if you really want to come to Korea.
Yep.
So I would recommend maybe trying a year or two, kind of show your parents, hey, I tried it, it's not working, so now give me the freedom to do what I want.
Yes.
That 1 or 2 years is actually going to help you, especially if you want to come to Korea, because it's good for your resume.
Ah, yes.
So if you really want to teach English in Korea, I think from seeing a lot of people who do teach English in Korea, I think that, in my personal opinion, taking a few courses, about a year or two in nursing.
I agree.
Yeah, going the safe way first, and then kind of telling your parents, you know what, hey, I really, 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 really want to go to Korea and teach English, and I feel that this is the time. Then I think that will give them a little bit more grounds to help you. Since both of you did study abroad, well, I mean,
Yes.
Paris talked about it in the past, how she really, really, really wanted to go. That's why she went. But obviously, both of you living abroad and coming back to Korea. For someone to come to Korea, obviously it's going to be a culture change.
Yes.
For them. So maybe we could give Richie, if they really want to come to Korea, what would be some ways that they could adjust to Korea as an English speaker? Places to maybe go, or how you adjusted to being in England, or how you adjusted to being in the US. It's always the same.
I think the first thing that you should do is make friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first
I do
thing.
agree.
Like, you can find somebody who has like similar same hobbies. Or like if you have like religion, then you can go to church and you can make friends from there. Or if you like to drink, you can make a bar. You can go
bar
there.
Friends.
Yeah, bar friends. So first thing is that you have a friend. That's the first thing you should do, because otherwise you're gonna have a homesick. And then that's the worst. That you just wanna like give up everything and go back, and that's the worst thing. So I think in any places, the first thing you should do is having a good relationship with other people. So before that, you should have a job though.
Okay.
Because you should make a living. Yeah.
Okay.
Make a job.
Okay. Hyung, what about you?
Start from Itaewon maybe.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah,
And
that's a good idea.
after an year or so, you should be meeting friends who could be talking to you in Korean. Because sometime passes and your Korean don't improve a lot. So because you only meet a friend who could speak English, so maybe you should bear that in mind too.
Okay. Good idea. Good idea. Obviously, Korean is a big part of staying in Korea.
It's a difficult language for me too. It's so difficult, isn't it?
Well, both of you write lyrics, so obviously studying both languages.
I should look up the dictionary sometimes, when I write lyrics, because I'm the kind of lyricist that I find something unique and, different. So sometimes I get confused that what I'm trying to say, is it right?
I should try that too.
Yeah, right? To every Korean people, they will get what I'm trying to say. So, yeah.
Okay, so she looks it up in the dictionary.
There's a dictionary.
To make sure, yeah.
Yes, popcorn sits on dictionaries.
So cute.
Hyung, for you, when you write lyrics and stuff, are you as book smart as Puer tries to be?
Not really. No, I just think about what comes in mind and why I kinda, it's like similar thing as I write my diary. I just write it down what I feel, and then I cut it word by word, and then put it into a song melody. That's what I do.
Interesting.
That's why my lyrics are so bad.
No, it's not bad.
I was joking.
It's really natural and beautiful.
Mara's got some advice for Richie as well. You can try both. So I think that Mara's on the same page as me. You are still very young. You can become a nurse. Nurses you can actually get in about 2 years. So you can get your license in about 2 years if you really try. And then maybe you can study Korean culture afterwards. You'll still be very young to be able to achieve your dream. In the end, it's your decision and it is your life. So keep your head up.
I think that is the smartest answer.
Yeah.
They can be really, really.
Yeah,
Your
that
parents
is
are
the
going to be
best
okay, yeah.
advice, I think.
Smartest advice.
Puer, when you went to college, I know that you had your major in mind when you went. But I know these days a lot of freshmen and even sophomores and juniors even, when they're in college, their majors tend to change because you learn a little bit about your life.
Yeah.
Did you see any of your peers come into a music major like yourself but end up transferring out into a different major, or vice versa?
Actually, my school is like a music school, but there's a lot of musical major in there, and I know that they start with the one major and then they change to the double majors. That's what they did. I saw that a lot because they have they want to know better and then they want to be a better musician, so they feel like they need to learn other techniques and skills, I guess.
So they just add on more.
Yeah.
Okay. Hyung, what about you? Because I know that your college is one of the biggest, one of the few biggest ones here.
Yes, it is.
Top three? Top three?
Yeah, I guess so.
Now, obviously, because your major was a little bit on the harder side.
Yes.
Did you see a lot of your peers change, or
They change a lot.
vice versa? They were a different major, but they came into yours.
And they change a lot, and for me too. When I was choosing my major, I didn't think a lot because I was only a high school student. I don't know what I am going to do for my life. It's not gonna decide your whole life. It's just a major, and you can change it, and you're gonna be doing something different. Look at me. I majored in interior design, architecture, and I'm doing music.
Exactly.
And I'm maybe doing something else after 10 years or something. So it's not really a big deal. And what you're seeing right now is not everything, I think. So, like, don't be so hard on you.
Okay, don't be so hard on yourself. Yeah, college majors in your first year of college is a trial and error period.
Yes.
So don't worry too much about your first year of college. We're going to ask our listeners to continue to send in Team A or Team B for Erica. She's having some problems communicating with her family. She wants to communicate with her family just a little bit more, but it seems like her family isn't opening up. So should she, A, not worry about it for Team A or Team B, maybe she should be the first person to kind of break the ice for them. In the meantime, we're going to take a listen to Lynn's track, which is Hirogotsu Refresh, and we'll see you guys after this with our next story. All right, we're back, and today it looks like for our next story, we're going to give it to the gentleman. Who's going to read our next story?
It's a message.
We went ladies first, so he's going to finish it off today.
Okay.
Olivia from the USA.
Yes, I suffer from CPS, which is not Child Protective Services, but chronic procrastination syndrome. It's really difficult to read. I don't actually know this word, but I think I know what it means.
Yes.
I'm such a bad procrastinator. I will leave homework assignment until the class before it's due, or even right before class starts. I'm even procrastinating right now. It's midnight, and I'm still doing my homework. I had all weekends too, but I kept putting it off. Do you have any tips on beating this evil disease? I have a short attention span, and homework bores me even though it must be done. Please help. I'm sick of feeling rushed. Any tips would be awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Olivia, I'm that too. I like that too.
I am turning to like be
Really?
like this. Yeah, I wasn't.
Really?
Like, when I was in school, I was. I used to be. Always used to finish it a day before. Not like days before, but a day before.
At least a day before.
At least a day before.
Pierre, what about you?
It's the one thing that we are different. Like when I have assignments or like work, whatever, I started right after somebody gave me.
Oh my
Like
god!
for
Can't believe
example, like Jongshin Oppa, our producer, he gave me to like lyrics like yesterday was it? And I finished it within an hour. I'm that kind of person.
that. Wow.
Well, I'm like that
I'm the
too.
kind of
For
person.
me, when it comes to homework, I was like, if I do it in class. So my homework is done at school. And then if I go home and there's still homework left, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
So if I have to translate something, I'll do it now. And then I'll have to get it over with as soon as possible. But if it's leftover, I'm not going to do it.
That's very cute. Like,
Wow, so Pierre gets everything done in advance. Now, Hyung, how are you changing? How is this changing these days?
Because I finished my school and it's like
there's no due day.
there's no due day. It's like writing a song. So you can wait for it.
So you're just like, okay, wait for the inspiration to come.
Yes, it happens a lot among the musicians.
Oh,
isn't
yeah.
it? Isn't it?
Isn't it?
You
Yeah,
always
it
wait
is,
for
it
it.
is, it is.
And it comes right before the deadline, always.
Oh.
It does, really.
The pressure.
Because the pressure and
Creates
you're
it.
desperate. You're so think about it, like all the like ideas is like flowing around the air, and you just ignore it. You wait for other good, better inspiration, and just before deadline, you catch it anything and just write it down. And sometimes it becomes a good song.
Oh.
The pressure does create it, but
Yes,
for
it
me,
does.
I feel the pressure like right after. So if I don't start, I cannot just do anything because I'm the kind of person that I love to be empty. I have to do nothing. So in order for me to do that, then I should like start and finish quickly, and I should like put like every energy that I have into it.
From the first,
Yeah.
like
I don't know. Sometimes I just want to change it, like be kind of relaxed and zen, and you
no,
know,
I think that's really
later,
good.
and I'm relaxed, but I can't.
That's really good. I want to be like that too.
Yeah, no, because like sometimes you have a due day and you have a due, and then you can kind of wait and you can relax. I can't. I'm just the kind of person. I'm not. Yeah, what should I do? Yeah.
Pierre, I mean, you said that obviously when it comes to producing, that once you're like, okay, so let's say your producer says, okay, we're going to put out an album next month, start writing music. So you're the type of person that needs to get all that done, like within a week or two. But
Oh my God.
have you ever created stuff like that? Because I know that music is a very ever-changing process. You listen to the song over and over again, and then you stop listening to it, and you listen back, and you're like, oh, I want to change it. So have you ever kind of gone back after you finished everything, and you're just like, can I change that?
The thing is, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, no.
No?
So because you put your all into it, there's no regrets.
The thing is that, I put it's same thing, okay? For like example, we have like 1 week to finish it. I start with first day, and then I kind of take a rest for like 6 days. And other people usually they take a rest for 6 days, and then they finish it last day.
Yes, true.
Same thing. I take a same rest. So when I take a rest, I kind of get ready for next project. So it's the same thing.
I think that's a good advice for Olivia. Because when I was at school, like when I was like that, yeah, it's really good to finish it first and then take the rest. Yeah, enjoy your time. That's really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, both of you guys are actually the extreme. So
That's true.
Puer gets everything done first, and it seems like Hyung was waiting till the last minute. So these two are the extreme, and we need to kind of find tips for Olivia here. So what could be some tips for this super... this CPA? I think she made this up.
CPA. I mean, she can start a little bit. I mean, you say that, like, sometimes you postpone stuff, but you start it first.
Oh, yes.
I think that's what she can do.
At least start it. So if you have to write a story, at least get the first paragraph in there. Okay.
I've got two advices. First one is what we've been just discussing about. Just enjoy the moment of resting after finishing the job, finishing the work. And the secondary one is you can make your own trigger to start something. I have something like that. Something like I have to, I feel like I'm getting lazy and I have to start something. Then I clean up my desk or something. I clean up my clothes.
That's a good start, yeah.
Yeah. And then begin with cleaning up your desktop of your PC or something like that, and it keeps you. It actually motivates you to go on to the next step. So you should be used to making your own trigger.
Ritual. Like whenever
for
you start
concentrating.
something.
It's
Okay.
really good.
For me, when I really need to not procrastinate, I actually don't. I turn on what's gonna distract me. So I will keep the TV on, and I will open up something that I have to translate, and then I'll translate for like 10-20 minutes, and then I'll stop, and then I'll watch TV. And then once the commercial break comes on, because the commercial breaks are so long,
yes, it is.
It's boring as it is, so I'll go back to work. And then I'll start working on it again. And then the commercial break's over. Okay, I'll watch TV again. It does take longer, but at least I get it done.
I see.
Yeah, so you might want to try and space your homework out that way. With homework with different, different subjects, maybe you can do one subject Monday, one subject Tuesday.
Yes.
That will help plan it out. Keep tabs of where you've done, too. I think it's harder now that it's a computer.
Yes, it is.
Because when we used to have just notebooks,
Yeah.
like not computer notebooks, I mean actual notebooks.
Yes.
Paper
Paper.
notebooks. Ones you rip out. I'm afraid that if I say notebook, our younger generation is going to think a laptop. With those, like, at least you had tabs. Like, you would mark or fold what homework you needed to do. But
I mean, they have similar options in laptops too, right?
I think so.
I think so.
yeah, I think you can make tabs.
But I liked it better when I was in high school, and then when I have the actual the notebook paper one.
Paper.
It's really good. It's more easy to concentrate when you write something down. It's really good.
So maybe even writing memos to yourself
Yeah.
could maybe help.
Yeah, maybe you should
Actually
try.
writing.
Yeah.
Instead of popping it into your phone. It looks like that for going back to our story, because it's almost time for us to say goodbye. It looks like that Hyungwoo's team won. Ooh. The guys' team won this week. We will see what happens next week. No. But it looks like, Erica, it looks like a lot of our listeners want you to kind of make the first step. Chloe makes a really good point. So she voted for Team B, said, you should try. There's no pain in trying and better to try than, to regret it. Our families of their own, which they might be more close to their own families than you. Because Chloe has families in England and in Hong Kong. So sometimes there could be families that are a little bit more closer, like family members that are closer. So, Chloe, we're going to be giving you the prize today. So thank you so much for participating.
Congratulations.
Erica, I hope this helped. If not, send in another one, and then we'll try and help you out a little bit more. Our last track for today is going to be 옥상 달빛 with 가끔은 그래도 괜찮아. Sometimes it's okay. And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
Next week. See you next week.
See ya.
Bye.